Hey guys, it's Elizabeth. I have been gone for a long time. Sorry about that. School kind of really caught up with me, between band and working, and I have an internship this year, so between all that, I was barely having time to do homework, much less make videos and try to upload them. But I am back, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I will keep filming and not do a, hey, I'm gonna be back, let me film some videos for you, and then run off for 4 months. But so this is gonna be my October favorites, and I'm actually filming this, pretty proud of myself, before October ends, so hopefully I'll have it up real soon. But I don't really have a ton of favorites this month because I have been getting ready at school up until today, actually, because with band, sorry, I'm trying to bring up the right list, with band I've had to get ready at school, so everything that I want to wear or do makeup wise I have to have with me, like it has to be pre-planned, whereas when I'm at home getting ready I can be like, oh, I think I want to try a random eyeshadow today. So for the most part I've been getting ready at school, so like just my beauty favorites is a list like this long. There's really not too much. My non-beauty favorites is a little longer, but anyway, so I'm just going to do it all in one video this time instead of two like I did the last time. But starting out, I really, like, this bag is actually really small, like amount of stuff wise. So, going in no real particular order, I'm going to start with nail stuff. And I have 3 polishes this month, as well as I've really just been liking like French tips like this, and mine are a little chipped, but I did this myself. So I like French tips, but then the 3 polishes that I've been loving this month. The first one is one by Nicole by OPI in, what's this, Jade in the Shade. And it looks like this. And I actually have this on my toes currently, and you're probably like, Elizabeth, that's not really a fall color. This matched my homecoming dress to a T. Like, it was the perfect color, and I actually have a picture of my homecoming dress, so let me pull that up, and you'll see this was me in homecoming. So this color matched my dress really well, so I wore this on my toes, and then I wore black on my fingernails, so it kind of contrasted each other. But so I've really been loving this shade, even though it's not a fall color. And then my other 2 are really fall colors, and they're by Revlon. Both of them are the Color Stay nail polishes, and the first one is Fall Nude, and it's kind of a coppery brown with gold and copper sparkles, and it really just reminds me of fall, and I got so many compliments when I was wearing this on my nails, because it just, I wore it the first day of fall, so people were like, oh, that's funny, Fall Nude, haha, I see what you did there, which I know is in October. But the other one that I've absolutely been loving is Vintage Rose, which is like a dusty rose color. It has no sparkle to it. It's a very matte color, but I like this a lot during the fall because it's a pink, but it's not like a baby pink or a like hot pink or something. So it's very different than what I normally wear. Next, I have been loving the face products, I guess. 2 things. First is the Maybelline, and mine's really dirty, Dream Fresh BB Cream in light sheer tint. Packaging looks like this. Most of you have probably seen this. Looks like that when it's on my skin, and I know you're probably like, that looks a bit darker than your skin, but it blends in really well, and you can't even see it. So, really like this. It also really helps my skin just kind of like even out, because I tend to get really red around my cheeks, and then the rest of my skin is like totally different. So it really helped to even out my skin tone. It doesn't have the highest coverage since it is just a BB cream, but I've been layering this with my foundation, my powder foundation, and it worked perfectly. And the powder foundation I've been loving this month, as you will see when you look at it, is the Neutrogena Skin Clearing Mineral Powder in Classic Ivory. And it looks like this, and I've hit pan, and that's just from this month. Like, I had this before and I've used it for a while, but I didn't hit pan until this month. So it's a really nice color, and it blends perfectly into my skin. you're going to notice I have no blushes or bronzers, which I normally would include a blush or bronzer. But I actually have managed to shatter all but one blush and one bronzer with my traveling back and forth and carrying stuff in my duffel. So I think I've broken like 2 blushes and I think a bronzer, just one, during the school year. So I actually quit carrying blush and bronzer on me because I just didn't want to break anymore, because I think, as I said, I think I only have one of each left. But if I did have to pick a favorite blush, it'd probably be NYX or NYX Peach blush, just the powder one. I really liked that one. I'll probably go buy it, except that right now I'm trying not to buy makeup. So, moving on, I have one eyeshadow and one mascara. And the eyeshadow that I have been loving is All That Glitters by MAC. And it looks like this. It's a really, really pretty shimmery kind of brown color. It's very neutral though when you wear it, as you can probably see hopefully, which I really like since I'm trying to focus on neutral makeup, not looking too over the top, because, and I know you're probably looking at my lips like, what? But just because I am interning and I don't want to give the wrong impression. And then my mascara that I've been loving is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume in the original, and it's in very black. And mine's in the white packaging because I got this during the Olympics. When it was still in the white packaging. But this is just the orange one if you like know regularly. I really like the brush. It's very big, but it gets every individual lash. So I've been loving this mascara since about June, and I'd used it before and I like stopped buying it for a while and was trying out other mascaras, but I went back to it, so I absolutely love this, even though I just threw it at myself. And then last beauty products that I have are 3 lip products. The first is a chapstick, and I think I talked about this in my May favorites. I feel like I did. But it is the Nivea Kiss of Milk and Honey chapstick, and I've used a ton of it. I have that much left, which is but I love the smell of it. Some people say it smells really weird, but I have used a lot of it, and it really has been my favorite for months now. So yeah, it's actually starting to fall apart, if you see that. I have to like push it back together. But after I finish this one off, I think I'm just going to get the original Nivea one, the blue one, but I feel like I might still go back to this after a while. And then I have 2 Revlon lip products, a lip butter and then a Kissable Balm Stain, and this one is in Berry Smoothie, and I've only had it basically, I got it in September, so I've only had it for the month of October basically, but I've worn it so many times because it's just a really, really pretty fall color. It looks like that, and swatched out, it looks like that. It's so beautiful, and it doesn't go on too dark, which is the one thing I was afraid of when I bought it. I was like, what if it goes on really, really dark? But it is actually, I think, the perfect fall lip color. Funny because I'm wearing the other one, which is a Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain in Sweetheart. Which is this very, very bright pink, which I'm wearing on my lips, so I'm not going to swatch it on my hands because it does stain pretty well. So, I really like this one. It smells very minty, and I might have just gotten some on my nose. And then it twists up. So, I haven't used a ton of this because a little goes a very long way. But I'm wearing it on my lips today, and I really like it. So that is all my beauty favorites. I have one kind of fashion favorite, I guess, and it would be this clutch. I carried it, as you probably saw my homecoming photo, and there's still actually homecoming stuff in here. My homecoming ticket, the earrings I wore, the lip gloss, an extra battery for my camera, and I actually got this in Paris, so I don't remember the name of the shop. I remember it was about 12 euros, which is, I think, around 14 American dollars. So not too expensive, but I really like this bow detailing on the front. And I really like that it's just a black clutch that I can kind of take anywhere, and there is a long shoulder strap which you can attach, but I like it better as just a clutch. So sorry that you can't purchase it here. I got it in a little boutique in France. So, but I really like it. Then moving on to my non-beauty favorites, I have a couple food items. The first being the white chocolate macadamia nut Cliff Bars. I have been like loving them. I usually eat them near the beginning of the school day, and it kind of just helps to keep me full because I don't usually have time to eat like a really filling breakfast, and during band I was marching in the morning, so I'd get kind of hungry, and it really just kind of held me over. Also, I don't even know if this really counts as food, but I think it does. I've really been loving the Tic Tac Fresh Mints, the white ones, because they help me like wake up and just like keep my energy up, which might be weird, but it really does. Weird, I know. And then I have two drink favorites, and the first one is just water. I have been drinking a lot of water recently, probably because I've been, you know, working out in the morning, and I've been thirsty. And then my other drink favorite is coffee with cream and sugar, or actually in my case I said cream and sugar, but it's actually with skim milk and equal, because I'm actually a coffee addict, but don't tell my mother. No, I'm kidding. I actually just really like coffee. It gives me the energy I need, so, and where I work I get free coffee, so that makes it even better. And then for October I have one book favorite, or no, I actually have two, it's not listed on here. The first one is Spoiled by Heather Cox and Jessica Morgan, which is this book about a girl who finds out that her father is a famous movie producer. She didn't know it, and her mother passes away, so she has to go live with her father and her half-sister. So it just kind of goes on from there. Her half-sister has been spoiled her whole life, and so she's not used to the idea of having to share her father. So sibling rivalry ensues, and it's a fun read. And then the other one is Bunheads by, here's the name, Sophie Flack. And it is basically the story about this girl who left home at a younger age to go be a prima ballerina, or that was her hope. But she has been in the dance corps, and it's just kind of her story of finding herself. Another fun read altogether. I've been trying to read at least one book a week for my senior year because I have 2 off periods and not a ton of homework, but when I do have homework it's just overpowering, so usually during my off periods is when I'll read. Moving on, I've really been loving this app. It's called MyFitnessPal, and mine is right here. It's on my front page, and it's a calorie counter and diet tracker, and it really just, and like I have friends on there, and they like, we try to like keep up with each other and like be supportive and whatever. And I am using it because I'm trying to watch how much I'm eating and what I'm putting into my body and all that. So it's a great app. Another thing that I have been obsessed with this month is Tumblr. And my sister actually got me hooked on Tumblr in July, and I have been like obsessed with it this month. I think I have checked Tumblr probably hundreds of times, on my iPod, on my computer, so yeah, I've been obsessed with it. And then TV shows this month, I only have 4 that I've really been watching, and I mean technically I have a 5th one, but I haven't watched the only episode, which is Pretty Little Liars, so I haven't really been like watching it consistently because there has only been this one episode. But the biggest one that I'm obsessed with right now, which probably comes as no surprise because I was obsessed with it in May, is Castle. And it's tonight. Just saying, hello. Oh, I literally freaked out with the promo because tonight is, shoot, I can't believe I just forgot the name, episode 5. So, coming back from the 2-week break, and that promo literally almost killed me. Like, the Hamptons episode, Murder He Wrote, was one of the happiest I have watched, and that promo nearly killed me. So I am freaking out about the episode tonight. Anyway, moving on so I don't go on a complete castle rant. Maybe I'll do that in another video. Another one I've been watching a lot is Revolution, which is a new show, and it's about basically what happens after the power, like everything just stops working one day. There's a huge blackout, cars stop working, power stops, and there's no explanation. So that's actually really new. You can, I think, watch still all 5 of the starting episodes still. I have 1 on my Hulu queue right now, but I'm pretty positive you can still watch all the episodes, so you could totally get caught on to that one real quick. Next is Bones. I actually stopped watching Bones for a while, like a couple seasons, I think. And then one of my friends was like, because she was like keeping me updated on what was going on, but I wasn't like watching the TV show. And then she told me about what happened in the last episode. I was like, wait, what? So I actually went back and I watched from about the middle of the 7th season to the end, and then I re-caught back onto it. So I started watching it again. So I've absolutely been loving that. And then Once Upon a Time, which I have not watched last night's episode yet. So I haven't seen the one that's with Daniel, but up until that one, I am basically caught up. I just need to watch it because I don't have ABC Family, so I can't watch it like when it happens. But I've been loving Once Upon a Time, except that I hate that Emma and Mary Margaret are not in the same world. I think it's weird. And then I have 3 song favorites, and this is almost the end of my favorites video. So the first one is 50 Ways to Say Goodbye by Train. I think it's really catchy, it's really upbeat, but it's very funny at the same time. And then, I don't know if this is the exact name because I don't have this one on my iPod, but it's either One More Night or Making Me Love You by Maroon 5, which I absolutely love this song. Like, it comes on the radio, and I'm like blasting it with my windows like up, so it's just me, and definitely have gotten some weird looks because I'm like jamming and singing along. And then the last one is Both of Us by Taylor Swift featuring B.O.B., or the other way around, I'm not sure. But absolutely been loving that song. It's just, I think it's very supportive, I guess would be the best word to use. I really connect to the song, and I just feel like it's the perfect description of some of my feelings. So, really been loving that. Anyway, if you guys have favorites that you want to tell me about, leave them in the comments. And for those of you that are actually watching this after my 4 months of running off and not posting videos, thank you for watching this. And I will see you guys later.